good day everyone. We will be discussing or talking about in the inside of CPU. So let's go. As you can see, this is my printed output of the CPU, which is inside of it. So this is the power supply, power cables, case fan, CPU fan, input and output, RAM, daughter board, CD-ROM, case, hard disk drive, floppy disk drive, data cables, motherboard, and the battery. This is my printed output and my design also. So let's go. Let's move on in power supply. So what is power supply? The power supply PSU is the component used to supply power to a computer. So this is the image of it. This one. And then the power supplies draw the necessary amount of electricity when the PC is plugged into a standard electric outlet and convert this AC current to DC current. The PSU also normalize voltage to do away with surges and spikes that are common in electrical systems. A power supply is related by the number of watts it can generate. The more watts a PCU can provide to components, the more powerful the computer will be. And then, however, not all PSUs can sufficiently regulate voltage, thus leaving a computer vulnerable to power fluctuation. And this is the power supply. So let's move on into the power cables. The power cables is the wire. Yes, the wire. So the color of power cables here is yellow, red, and I think black. Yes, black and white. This is the white. And then the power cables, a power cord, line cord, or mains cable is an electrical cable that temporarily connects an appliances to the main electricity supply via wall socket or extension cord. And then this is the case fan here. As you can see, this is the case fan. Yes. A computer fan is any fan inside or attached to a computer case used for active cooling. Fans are used to draw cooler air into the case from the outside, expel warm air from inside, and move air across a heat sink to cool a particular component. So the case fan is used especially avoiding or preventing the heat. And this is the CPU and fan. As you can see, this is the CPU fan here. And then the CPU and fan, a fan on top of a computer processor. It helps cool and blow hot air of the processor. It means help cool and blow hot air from the processor, helping keep it cooler. A power supply fan, a fan located inside a power supply. The power supply fan blows hotter air out of the power supply and out of the computer. So this is it. So this is the input and output. Here in the underline, it is the input and output. So Input and output, or I/O, is the communication between an information processing system, such a computer, and the outside world, and can be possibly a human or another information processing system. Inputs are the signals or data received by the system, and outputs are the signals or data sent from it. The examples of input device is keyboard, webcam, microphones, joystick, and so on. While the output example are LCD, projection panels, printer, monitor, speaker, and more. And this is the RAM here in the underline or the arrow. RAM or random access memory is synonymous with the main memory. RAM refers to read and write memory. That is, data can be written to and read from the RAM. Most RAM is volatile, which means a steady flow of electricity is required to maintain its contents. As soon as the power is turned off, whatever data is the RAM is lost. This is the daughter board. Daughter board is a type of circuit board that placed in or is attached to the motherboard, or similar expansion card to extend its features and services. A daughter board complements the existing functionality of a motherboard or an expansion card. A daughter board is also known as a daughter card, piggyback board, riser card, and mezzanine board. This is the CD-ROM here. So, CD-ROM abbreviation is compact disk write only memory. Type of computer memory in the form of a compact disk that is read by optical means. A CD-ROM drive uses a low-power laser beam to read digitized binary data that has been encoded in the form of tiny bits on an optical disc. The drive then feeds the data to a computer for processing. And then this is the case. This is the case. And then the case, a computer case, also known as computer chassis, is the enclosure that contains most of the components of a personal computer. Cases are usually constructed from steel, aluminum, and plastic. It's the hard disk drive. As you can see, this is the hard disk drive. So, hard disk drive, this is a device located inside the central processing unit. Downloaded files, installed application, pictures, videos, and music files can be stored directly into this device. And then this is the floppy disk drive here. The floppy disk drive, also known as diskette, is a removable magnet storage medium that allows recording from data. IBM first introduced it as a 8" disk in 1971. In the middle of 1970s, a 5.25 diskette was introduced. And this is the data cables here, the large one. Data cables provides communication between devices. For example, the DVI, HDMI, or VGA that connects your monitor to your computer. Allow it to display a picture on the monitor. Oh, this is the motherboard. Here. The green one. The green one. Here. Motherboard is the main circuit board or a computer that contains the connectors from attaching additional boards. The motherboard typically contains the CPU, BIOS, memory, mass storage, interfaces, serial and parallel parts, then extension slots, and all the controllers required to control standard peripheral devices such as the display screen, keyboards, and disk drive, and etc. And then the last one is the battery. Here is the battery, the circle one. This I think small circle here. The battery is the first backup battery, which is commonly referred to as the CMOS battery that holds your computer settings, such as the time and date. Without a CMOS battery, you would have the reset time, date, and other system settings, such as time and computer setup. So, for today's video, I hope you learn from my tour inside of our CPU. And thank you for watching.